Hi everyone, it's Teresa. How are you doing today? Happy Wednesday. Before I show you what we're going to do today, I want you to wipe your feet or stomp your feet, dance around the room, shake it off. So I'm going to wipe my feet off on the mat. We're going to leave all of the naughtiness outside the door. Second thing I want you to do on the count of 3 is I want you to inhale slowly. I want you to hold it. I want you to feel the feelings that you're feeling, whether they're negative or positive. Or if you're just feeling happy and joyous. Wonderful. Then I want you to release that breath, fully come into yourself, and have some fun. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Hold it. And release it. Didn't have to hold it very long this time. I don't know why. What are we doing today? We're going to do another product review times 3 for our favorite company, plus our other favorite companies, Arteza. I am not paid for my opinion. My opinion is my own. I have a link down below to save you 10% through the month of April. I do get a small commission if you click the links below. I don't get paid much, but I love the products, and if I don't love the products, I'm going to let you know. That's my honest opinion. We are going to talk about 3 separate items today. Then we're going to play with one item only. The reason being is one of them is self-explanatory, and I kind of did something in advance. So the first thing we have up is a Sketchpad toned gray 9x12. I have small ones like this, and the paper isn't near the quality this is. So this is an 80-pound, 118-gram paper, 9x12, 50 sheets. In this one I have arted in. So I'm going to show you the one that looks blank first. So you get 2. This one's been sitting on my floor. It has a little bit of sparkle dust on there because I've been playing. So you're going to open it up and you're going to see these sheets of gray paper. Now, I spent 4 days on a project in this book. Sorry for throwing that down there. So for the 4 days, I used pen, gel pen, and colored pencil on this product. I even erased and erased and erased, because that's what I do to test the paper out. I'll erase it and see if it gets little pills in it, and it doesn't. So this little thing was just a doodle, so please excuse her, because she's pretty cute. I know. So what I did is I have to turn it this way. As I went through with these lovely fine liner pens. Oh yes, wait till you get to these. Oh, talk about fun. Be prepared to have inky paws because they are juicy and they're delicious, and there is nothing better than a pen that can do everything and make your world easier. So let's get to her. I drew her out, just had a little fun. I traced her with the fine liner pen. Then I went in with their gel pens, which is why, if you can see, there's a metallic sheen to her. I went in with their gel pens over the top of the regular pen and then the fine liners. And then I went after their colored pencils. This paper is the bomb. I cannot tell you, loves, how many layers of pen are underneath each layer. All I can tell you is it was 2 days of constant work. Sitting right beside my dad. He can even come in here and tell you I worked my tuchus off on her, even though he doesn't understand that she's a special type of peacock because she's full of love. So I'm going to show you what impresses me. Not only did I spend time drawing her and inking her, but it did not seep through the back at all. Absolutely impressed. This is my handprint because, like I said, they were juicy. I kept lifting up to see if it was transferring, and it didn't. This paper is going to open your world for just sketching. And you can pull it out and perforate it, because once the perforated edge is taken away, it's still a solid 9x12. I highly, 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 more than highly recommend this paper. And the best part of it is, for a little booklet I have, itty bitty one, spent $12.50 on it. You get 2 Sketchpads toned gray 9x12s for $22.99. Talk about stealing it. Yeah, kind of felt a little guilty, but you know what? I kind of really don't, because it's an awesome product. And no, I'm not paid to tell you. I'm just honest. If you really want to just get out your pencils, your pens, and just have a paper that's like, I'm not going to melt down on you, the gray is going to give you a proper tone to your colors, this is the paper for you. I'm not playing. I'm dead serious. Love it. So, say goodbye to Love Peacock, because she's going to go away. I'm going to set her on the floor. Now I want to talk about these. This is brand new, within weeks, on their website. And yes, I've been playing with these since I got them. And let me tell you something. I am a lazy artist when it comes to having to do the graphs for the colors. I have tips and tricks for you that won't even quit. And let me show you how. You go to Walmart, dollar store, wherever you want to go, and pick up some square labels like this. Take a little bit of Scotch tape. Yes, look at that beautiful thing. Will you look at this? And what I did is I went over just one layer. You can see how very light that is. One layer, because if you go over the layers, you darken the color. And I wanted these kept kind of pure. So I also stuck the sticker on and went over it with Scotch tape so that when I'm painting and get inky, I don't have to worry about messing with the colors. They don't come organized like this. You're going to have to do that job yourself. It's a lot of fun. I kind of just put all the yellows together, the pinks and so on and so forth. But let me talk to you about the special colors in this kit. Oh my goodness gracious. You get 102 colors for coloring books, sketching, writing notes, journaling. And you cannot even understand how beautiful the mauve colors are. I have not ever seen a mauve color in a pen so beautiful, and they have a variety of them. Okay, so I'm going to open this up so you can see the other colors, and then we're going to discuss something really cool. Uh-oh, Teresa. Gotta get these out. The trays are just full. Look at those colors. Can you believe that? Oh, I'm telling you, if you love to color in coloring books, you have grandbabies, you're never going to believe the price of this set. You're probably going to smack me. Are you serious, Teresa? Yeah, I won't lie to you. So I'm going to show you this. Do you see all of those luscious colors? Oh yes, loves. You will find many blues, many purples, and turquoise. Oh, the turquoise alone is gorgeous. The lime greens. There's even neon. So when you get to this section, you're going to find you have a bit more grays, a little bit more browns, sepia, and things like that. And a very neat color that made me feel like I was going colorblind. The reason being is it looks, well, it looked black out in the living room, but under my day lamps, which show me the true colors that you're seeing, this is a hunter green, and it is beautiful. Now, you're going to find that these do not have any labels of colors on them. Neither does the box, and that is good. You can make up your own names. So, what I want to do now is I want to talk to you about the price, and I'm going to have to pause real quick, and I will be right back with that. So, for the price of this 102 set that you see in front of you, that has no duplicate colors, no dry marker, no dry pen, just absolute fruity, delicious colors, you're probably thinking is in the $50 to $100 range. Let me clear that away and tell you they are $38.99. Just $38.99 for 102 pens. Now, if you've ever bought a Stabilo pen, like I have, you're going to get limited green, limited reds, limited blues, because they don't have a set as large as 102. The largest set I saw when I did my research was 40. And those are $32.60 for 40 colors that don't have the range these do. But if you do own the 40 range of colors of Stabilos, they don't have the color these do. I have a Stabilo out that I bought right here. Yep. Expensive. Very expensive. So expensive that I don't use these. Because if the ink dries out, I'm not going to replace it. But now that I have this wonderful set, I'll be combining. So as you can see with the greens, none of the greens are going to fit your Stabilo colors. So if you added this set to your stash in your studio or your craft room, you would not ever have to worry about having a duplicate color. I am more than impressed with these. I think these are phenomenal. You're going to see that they are about the same size, which they are the same size. The only thing different is these are sort of a square. Every so many inches there's like a square to it. These are triangle. They're not going to fall off the table. So let's compare tips. The same. Do you see that? The same. I am so impressed with these fine liner pens that I may never stop using them, which I probably won't, because once I get my hands on something I really love that I know I can afford to replace, I'm going to play the dickens out of it. And I cannot even express, I mean, I am so overjoyed with the colors of this set that it is ridiculous. So you want to see these up close? I'll show you up close. Let me get the kit out. And the tin alone is so gorgeous too. Oh. Okay, so here's your blues, into your greens, to your browns, and your grays. And they don't have, like I said, they don't have a color name, and neither does Stabilo. They don't have a color name either. So, even though you're going to go, oh, I don't know how they're going to perform, let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you. If they went through that paper I showed you on gray, because these were on that paper, layer upon layer upon layer upon layer, I used over 70 plus colors alone on that page, and I'm not exaggerating. I went over it with the blue to tone it down because I didn't want a rainbow bird. I wanted everything kind of to blend into each other. But, oh my gosh, I was like, oh, this is going to be the worst mess I've ever seen. It's going to bleed through the back, and it didn't even bleed through the back. But the pigment was right there instantly. You didn't have to scribble, you didn't have to wet the tip, you didn't have to do any part of it. It was just ready to go. So if you're into artist coloring books, or adult coloring books if you prefer, if you're into just drawing, doodling in your journals, this set is best for everything. Highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. No lie. You're going to get so many colors, you're going to be up night and day. And if you have little ones that love to color, or you have teenagers that are into graphic art, oh, anime, you're really set for life, because this is affordable. Very affordable. No shame in this game. And the mauves are just beautiful. You're not going to find mauve colors in markers very often. And when you do, oh, you have to hold tight to that. So that is what this is all about here. As you can see, they're triangle barrel, water-based ink, unique colors. And they aren't kidding when they're unique. Highly, highly recommend this product as well. Yep, I spent some time with them. Now, I wouldn't come to you and say that these are awesome if they weren't. You know this. I'm honest. If I even told the company, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm not going to fiddle fart around that they trust me. If you trust me, I'm going to let it fly, on my opinion, and you're not going to go wrong. $38.99, my friends. $38.99. Now, I saw other sets on Amazon for $100 for $49. Not even as remarkable as this, and they didn't have a tin they came in. They came in one of those plastic containers, and you have to find a new way to store your pens. This helps you store the pen, and if you want to chart them, do a color graph by all means, but like I said, I'm a lazy artist. I'm not going to do a color chart because I want to compare them physically side by side instead of looking at a chart and going, okay, that'll work. I'm honest about it. Take the work out of your life. Don't worry about the stress, and just have fun with beautiful products like this. I'm going to be right back because I have one more I want to show you. We're going to do a project. Hopefully it'll turn out. I will be right back with it. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. Our third item I want to discuss are their paint markers. 20 of them. The price of this is going to probably blow your mind. Because, let me tell you something. Okay? If you know me, you've been around my channel. You've been in my art studio with me because I consider you family. You know I go through a lot of Sharpies. I go through a lot of paint pens, period, because I'm hard on them. I'm hard on them because once I press that tip down, the paint gets to the tip, they're used. I have no time for dryness. I have no time for all the fiddle farting around or having to re-pump them and all this other stuff. These are fantastic. I'm going to show you an example of what I'm talking about. Remember, I bought this for $1.99. Now, I bought it on clearance, steep clearance, because these run $6 to $7, sometimes $9 a piece for this size. I'm still not a fan of this. It makes me very angry. It's not very opaque. Let's be honest, it's not. You've seen me use it. It's watery. I'm not a fan. So, even though I keep this, I have to shake this and shake this and shake this and shake this just to get color through the tip that looks watery. So I put them aside and get frustrated. You know, I use my metallic leafing pen a lot from Rust-Oleum. They don't have a metallic leafing pen, but they do have metallics in the set. And I'm going to show you in a minute one of the silvers that just will knock your eyes out. But this is almost dried out. I'm going to have to get another one of these, even though they do sell a gold. And that gold is beautiful. Do you see that? It is a similar color to the naughty pen I put away, only this one's more gold. Very upset with these. Like this pen, but these are extremely expensive and they're just smelly. I love these. So let's talk about the Sharpie oil. These are okay. I still get frustrated with it because the tip tries to dry out on me and it makes me a little cranky because you know how I love to paint with my paint pens. So these Sharpie pens are also expensive. They're $6 to $7. If you were to buy them in a painter's kit, a set of 6 or 8, you'd be spending about $15. Nah, that's too much money. I have the white and the Craftsmart. Craftsmart doesn't have a lot of colors. They don't have the colors that Arteza has. Though these are a good pen when you're in a hurry, but they dry out fast too. And that upsets me, because you know how I am. You trust me, you've heard me go rah, 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 rah when I'm playing with something. If I want to go over the top of an item with an oil-based pen, I can't let it disappear into the paint. These don't disappear in paint. The black one is another Craftsmart as well. So let's talk about how awesome these are. You're going to see that these two here, get my hand in there, aren't open. They're wrapped in plastic. See? This one's wrapped in plastic as well, all the way through. They give you duplicate silver and duplicate gold only. Now, I want to show you that silver. I've wanted a silver that does this, and I could never find it. Thanks to Arteza, I found it. Look how true silver that is. That is almost like you laid a sheet of metal down and just use that for coloring. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Total worth it. So again, I took my multi-use labels, colored on, let it dry because it's an oil-based paint, and went over it with Scotch tape. The colors. Let's talk about colors. I'm going to pull them out. We're going to have fun here in a minute anyway. Look at that purple color. Isn't that just a beauty? Oh yes, my loves, yes. They give you 2 browns, which is totally awesome, especially if you're going to draw trees and do nature items. You get a very vibrant neon yellow, a canary yellow. No, they don't have names on them, other than black and white and gold and things like that. You get a black, which is a pure opaque black. This is sort of a, I want to call it a magenta purple, more like a quinacridone violet, if you know what that is, because it's a beautiful color. Then we get into the red. We have a royal blue, whatever color you want to call it. Standard white. Now the white shocks me because if you can see, you're going to see the tag that I used is white, but the color of the pen is actually whiter than the tag. You're not going to find that on anything else. Crazy. Give you a pretty green, sort of a goldish green. I give you a grass green. You get orange. You get the gold. You get a Caribbean blue. And another grass green. Well, that's not a grass green, that's a lime green, I would say. And then you get pink. So I have something drawn out, ready to play. And we're going to use a little bit of technique with this. Now, let me talk about these for a second, a little bit longer. You can use these on paper, glass, metal, wood, plastic, vinyl, rubber, stone, concrete, leather, canvas, fabric, and anything and everything. It's going to dry permanent and it's going to stay there. What's awesome is it has instructions on how to prime your pen. You shake it, you pump it times 3, you push, and you write it. How phenomenal is that? Simple, easy instructions on every single pen. I highly, highly recommend these too, and I'm going to show you why. We're going to play with these in here in just a second. I'm going to empty my memory card, come back, show you what we're going to do with the canvas. We're going to chit-chat, and I'm going to tell you the price of these before I go. You're thinking 40 bucks. Easily, right? Wrong. $21.99 for 20 paint pens in oil. You cannot beat the price. It'd be $3 or $4 for the generic brand down there at Michael's, because Michael's is no longer cheap. Arteza stays cheap. It's a good thing. Free shipping, 10% off. Good stuff, good stuff. Sorry for slamming that down. I just wanted you to hear how solid they are. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. But 20 of them, my loves, 20 for $21.99. You can't beat the price. And if you want to play with everything under the sun, if you have rocks you want to paint, paint with rocks. You can even use a solvent with these, but you don't have to. I'm going to use a solvent. I'm going to use a little bit of Odorless Paint Thinner today. I'm going to have a little fun with the canvas. And be right back with that. So stay tuned, friends. Alright, loves, we're back. We're going to have some more fun. And I'm going to show you another product that they carry. Yeah, I know. Here we go. Teresa, being bad. If I didn't love their products, I wouldn't even bother. I'm going to be honest about it. This is 6x6. Remember the feather that I did? I'll have it linked. I sat down last night, couldn't figure out what I wanted to do for this, and then I saw this unicorn would be fun. So we're going to paint these on it, and I'm going to use this tile to do some fine line work. So let's get started, shall we? You're not going to be able to see it real clearly until I go in and play around with it a little bit, but I want to use the blue, the white, and the black. The other colors, we'll just have to wait for a bit. So what I want to do, and the yellow. You're thinking we're going to put green on there. No, and I need the white. See, this is what happens when you're excited. New products are fun. I'm going to pull up my reference here that I'm using, because I love its to bits and pieces. We're going to get started. So I'm going to start with, as you can see, that's my fault. I tend to erase and erase and erase. And I come in with the white. So you can see it's good and glossy. I'm going to come in with the dry brush and I'm just going to work that around. I'm going to pick up my blue. And we're going to just see how well it blends on the canvas by using odorless mineral spirits. You don't need a lot. Oh, it works beautifully. Look at that. Oh, looky there. And I come up and just scrub some colors in. And I'm going to work that a little harder there in that area. It'd be fine, see? Well, that is cool. I'm going to just come around, kind of go in a little bit of whatever area I want to. Since it's going to be a unicorn themed blue, I'm not going to worry about it. And I come in and just lay in a bit of blue. I'm going to go right over certain areas. I'm going to take a towel out. I'm going to wipe that off a little bit. And you can keep moving it around. It's really neat how that works. That's going to bother me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm just going to lightly go over it like this into the jawline, just like that. And I come up a little bit there. How far do I want to go? I don't want to go too far there. I want to go right under here. And then we're going to use a different color on that. I'm going to take and put some white out on my palette here, which is just a ceramic tile. Move that over. I'm going to come in and just use a bit of white over the top. Oh, that's going to be a beautiful color. Look at that. Perfection. Not going to worry about that. We're going to have a bit of different blue colors on here. And come in with my smaller brush. I think that would make me feel better. And take that up a little bit. I love that this little paintbrush has some color on it. And we're just going to keep adding some highlight to it. I'll let it dry before we add any more. I'm going to come in and I'm going to just work a little more of that color there. I took a little too much out. Then I want to leave this kind of line there. And I want to leave one here. I'm not going to be able to keep it all one color. I'm going to have to come in and change it out a little bit. And I'm just going to lay this very gently there. And kind of swing that in like that. Oh, that is a pretty color. So I'm going to take this dark color and I'm going to just add in a bit of the shadow that I need to add in here and there. Doesn't need to be real perfect or real fancy because we're just having fun with some markers right now. It's a different style than I'm normally going to play with them, and that's okay. I'm going to add a bit more of that white out here, just on my palette, which is a ceramic tile. I keep calling it a palette. I'm going to come over this again. I'm getting a bit of blue and purple mix from the colors on this brush. And I really like that. So I'm going to just keep playing around here. I went outside the line. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about that, my friend. And I just kind of blend this down a little bit. I don't want it too toned in there. You got to give it a little bit of neck difference in areas. And we're just going to keep layering and layering. I'm not even going to pay attention to the clock. Well, I have to. I'm going to come over that again lightly. Come through here. See if it's going to move. Once it's on there, it's pretty much on there. That's cool. Then I'm going to just swing that up like that. Give it a little bit more color there. Come right back over to that white. And pull that through there. Yep, now we're going to keep layering colors. That's what we're going to do. So now I'm going to make little petals on my tile here, colors that I want out. And I'm going to use, you don't have to use the odorless paint thinner. I'll get it straight in my head sooner or later. You don't even have to use the tile. You can just go straight in it and just play. For some reason, I just want to do it this way and think it's like an adventure waiting to happen. I come in there with white, and I knock that down a little bit. I need to go up and down on it a little, instead of sideways. I love to paint in all directions. Sometimes it's not going to like it if you do that. There we go. Now we're getting some directions and flows. And I just knock that back. I come up into the head of our unicorn. We're going to start having a little fun. Yeah, I learned something new. You can't really let these sit on the tiles too long. Oh, they come right up. Do you see that? That's a good thing. I'm going to pause, be right back, and we're going to have some more fun. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. I'm going to take that blended color, and I come right up, just like that. And I'm going to come right into this jawline here, or whatever part of the snoz or roser it is. And we're just going to gently blend it in. And come right over here and blend that in too. I am loving that it's just going to be freeform. You don't have to be too particular, because it's going to do a lot of work for you. And I love that I can pick up one area and not have to worry about the rest. Oh, that is fun. I knew not to pick up the black right away, because if I'd have picked the black up right away, I'd have made a mess. And I'm pretty good at making messes. And I come over here, lay in a bit of that over that, go right upside down here, and kind of pull in a few areas. Looking good, looking good. If you say so, Teresa. I say so. I'm going to let that just dry. I have quite a bit of medium on there. No need for it. It's my fault. That's a blender. So I'm going to go in to this darker blue here that I have on the tile. Cleans right up with that. You're going to hear it squeak. And now what I want to do is I want to kind of put in that dark color right here and up in some areas. Just like that. And then I want to come over here and do the same thing. Just lightly touch it. Doesn't need to be perfect. We're just doing a little sketch right now. I'm going to pick some of that color up and I'm going to come through some areas of the nose. We're going to have to come in with a bit of white, but we're going to have to let that dry first. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a bit of yellow. It's ready to go. Deep breath, here we go. And we're just going to do a little section like this to the horn. Can't do anything in there until that dries. Then we're going to get my hand on this correctly. Come in here very gently. And we're going to lay little bits of highlight just around some areas like this. And go fairly close to that blue. And come right through here. As you can see, we're just taking our time. It doesn't need to be done in a hurry. And I'm going to come up here and work in a bit of highlight. And I'm going to make it a little thicker on the ends here because we're going to have to come in with some black. Don't worry about it, you got this. Yeah, we're going to come in with a little bit more of that color. I'm following along with one of my pictures that I have for inspiration. And I come through here, let it come right off the thing, because hair is going to move on the mane. Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? Not really, Trace. Well, we'll get there, Liz. Don't worry. Everything in life is a process, and it's going to be so much worth it. Especially as beautiful as these perform. So that's going to take a bit to dry, because like I said, I was naughty with the mineral spirits. That's okay. Paint thinner. That's alright. Because if I don't like it, the best part is I can come in and I can take my rag and I can just sweep it off with my rag. See that? That's called neat. Because we missed a spot of blue or yellow into the forehead here of our little unicorn. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that black, Bravery does, and I come in, and I'm going to do the eye in just the black. Since I have to wait for certain areas to dry, I'm going to just come in and outline it. Doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to represent a horse. And down one side of the horn. Oh, looking pretty different. And then we're going to come right on the other side of the yellow. As you can see, we're just going to lay in the mane. Then we're going to finish adding our blues. Just going to come in and lightly go over it. Just like that. Nose is itching. I apologize for that. Do you see how the coverage of these? I'm impressed. And it says they're safe for a 3-year-old. They have a tiny bit of odor, nothing too alarming. I promise. And then you can come right on through. It's going to be the fun part. I'm going to come right alongside. Like that. I'm going to try not to stick my hand in the blue. And we're going to have a wee bit more fun. And we're going to come right around. There, I'm not going to worry about any of that. No fussy, 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 fussy. So it shows in the photograph to come underneath the yellow here. So that's what we'll do. I'll just come in a bit of black, and then this has a little bit of action going here. Take a second, yep, more of that going on. Then I'm going to come over here, I'm going to go right on this side this time. I'm going to change it up a bit. Looks pretty different, doesn't it? Yep, I have to pause. I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm going to come through here very lightly and just lay that in like that. I'm going to take a dry brush, which this is dry now. I'm going to go right over that. Just kind of blend that out. And then, even though I have some of that blue on there, I'm just going to mimic that out and pick up my black again, because we have a nose here. And we have a bit of that, like that. It doesn't need to be perfect, it's just getting in there and getting your hands dirty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that black marker and I'm going to go all around. going to take you with me. We're going to see it really cover. The one thing I would have added another color of would have been 2 black along with the 2 gold and the 2 silver. Because if you're like me, you use a lot of black. Then we're going to finish up with our horse. We're just going to have some fun. I'm not having to press down very hard. It's doing a lot of coverage. I am using their 100% cotton canvas. Go around the nose. The smell's not bad at all. It's not offensive, like some markers can get if they're oil-based paint. I'm loving the coverage that I'm getting. I'm not hitting every single area like I should. I'll go back and fix it. I'm going to turn it so I can see it. Yeah, now I can see. Getting a bit of a glare. I'm going to go through here very gently. Add another round of the black, just fill it in. Nice and neat. No worries. No hurry. So if you're a marker artist and you like to play with oils, I recommend this product. I really do. We'll finish up our horse and air here in a minute. It's actually a unicorn, but it's a fancy word for fancy horse. Does he have magic powers? Probably. Not going to show me, though. I'm just a commoner in this world. But that's alright. That's a-okay. I'm going to pick that up. Move that marker just like that. That coverage is awesome. Boy, oh boy, is it awesome. I love it. Kind of strange, I know. I'm going to stick my finger there. Because knowing me, I'm going to stick my finger in areas that shouldn't have my finger. I do that a lot. Then come around the mane of the hair. Head, horse, neck, whatever. Not in the technical terms. I just know I like the pens. And I'm going to just keep coloring these in. As you can see, it's moving fairly quick. Not having to really work at all here. That's a good thing. Good art shouldn't make you have to work, and that means you have a good product. Just so you know. I'll come back in, put my finger there. Okay. You're doing wonderful, by the way. You know, you don't have to buy anything. I would appreciate if you tried different products and had some fun getting out of your comfy zone with me. And that's a good thing. But you don't have to spend a fortune to be a rock star, and that's why I love this company. To be a rock star shouldn't cost $1 million. It really shouldn't. I'm going to mark my thing there. I'm going to get upset, but I'll get it off. I think I'll get it off right now. I'm really anal about the matte. I don't like them dirty. And knowing these pens, I won't get the paint off, and that's okay. I'm just going to keep moving right along. Oh, how awesome is this? Look at the coverage you're getting. I mean, look at that. Pretty neat, huh? Yes, I know. So we're going to see here. Oops. Here we go again. Teresa's getting crazy. Crazy for 11 Arteza products. Looky there. Look at there. I'm going to come over here a minute. Try to not get my finger in anything wet. That's going to be difficult. I'm one of those artists that sticks my fingers in everything. You've been around me. You know what I'm talking about. So, that's looking good. And keep going over that. Wow. Awesome sauce. Typically awesome sauce right there. I saw some areas I missed. I could tell, like right here. There we go. We got it. And it literally leaves a thick oil paint base down. I love that. I can feel it. When I go back over an area, it's like, That's fascinating. Which means you won't have a problem with coverage with anything that you do. That means it's a rock star product. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You can't beat the price, $21.99, loves. You just can't. I'm going to keep going across here, finishing this part up. There we go. There we go. There we go. And I got a little spot there. A little spot here. I have a glare on it because, like I said, it puts a lot of product out. I'm not going to worry about the glare. Well, that was fun. Pretty simple. So I'm going to go back after this. Looky there. I can blend that back if I want to. And I want to. That's cool. That it goes over the color to help set it in there. I was going to use my hand, but I have a brush for that. Look at that. That's looking cool. We have a little bit of definition there. I'm going to come into the ear and add a little bit of color there. I'm going to come back over that again. And we're going to start blending in a bit more colors. Having more fun. I'm not using anything on it. I do, just use very lightly. Dump some of it off just to help the paint move because it's thick. Ooh, is it thick? I like it. That's fun. I don't want to take all of it away. Look at us go. Oh, looky there. Beautiful. I'm going to come in just gently over the top. Put my brush in my hand. Now we're getting the blend that I want. I was naughty when I first started. There we go. I come up here a little bit. I'll let that dry. We're going to move on. I'm going to pause and be right back. Alright, welcome back everyone. I'm going to use the same markers. We're going to have to work a little quickly because it is drying fairly fast. I'm going to come up to this first hair here. And leave that there. I'm going to swirl it with my brush very gently. Just kind of, yep, there we go. Now we're getting it. I don't want to activate that black by any means. So I'm just going to sweep that up. Get my hand in there. Now we're getting it. Yes. That's perfect. I'm going to come back in with the white. We have to. Don't worry about it. These will clean up fine. The nib will clean up just fine. That's one of the hairs done. Come in and I'm just going to do a bit of the white here. I'm not going to go too far ahead because what will happen is I'll end up hurting the painting like I did there. But we're just having fun. Look at these colors blend. That's certainly special right there. I'm going to do the black again, don't worry. Do some of that color down here. I love it. That's really pretty. I'm going to do that again. I'm just going to keep laying in colors here and there. Because they're pretty juicy. That means I can pick this up and move it down into whatever area I want. Just like that. Just a little dot will do ya. Don't worry about your yellow. You can always come back and redo. I just wanted to get in and get a little bit of it done here and there. Yep, I'm loving that. That is so cool. I'm going to do it again. Here we go. And I come right through here. Put the lid on very gently. Swoosh this around. Very gently. Look at you do this. Oh, you are just a fascinating person. You know that? You get out your markers and have fun. You can do anything. The world is your oyster. And like I say, this product makes it so easy to play with. You're not going to even know you're playing with an oil-based marker. You're going to think you're playing with watercolors. Loving it. I love the bit of that deep blue area, so I'm going to go back and add that in. I'm going to do that here. And put the lid on. We're just going to keep maneuvering it around. Yeah, I love it. You don't have to use any solvents if you don't want to. Just straight out of the pen. Blend and blend and blend. That's on you, however you want to play. Okay? I'm just getting in and wiggling my hand around because I like it a little bit different like that. I like to get in and just play. I'll let that dry. I'm going to come through here. I'm going to come in like that, and then I'm going to go around different directions. I'll lift that up. And then be a little light here on the hand. And then I'm just going to get in and squiggle it around. Doesn't need to be perfect. Nah, never. Going to do a bit of tightening up in the neck and all that, and we're just going to keep playing. We are almost done. Going to add a bit of our darker blue in there. Into the hair, add a little bit more white. And, yeah. It's pretty cool. I'm really loving the way this works. Now that I've got areas covered, I'm going to come in with just the pen. I'm going to sweep this over like this. Oh, look at how much paint is on there. That is gorgeous. Simply beautiful. Absolutely phenomenal. And I can add that. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to be very gentle. In fact, I'm going to be so gentle, I'm going right there. Now what I want to do, I want to emphasize this area here a little bit. Right like that. And I want to come right up to the ear. Emphasize a bit more of the ear. As you can see, it doesn't take much. I'm going to put a little bit more of that out. Not a whole lot, just a little. And pick that up. Yeah, I love that. And then, that's where we lost it, was right there. That's the problem. I can't add that till that dries, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll bring it back. Add that right there. I'm going to go over that. And I'm going to come down. I'm going to pick it up. And I'm just going to come down like that. Oh, that is looking gorgeous. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to come in. I think I'm going to just pull that on there. Because I have to use a delicate touch for it. I'm going to pull some of it away from there to darken this area. It's by the mane a little bit, and then come right up here and do the same there. And I need to do that right here, kind of come down in little areas And down the side here. Oh, this is really turning out neat. So thick too, let me tell you. Alright, now that that's barely dry over here, somewhat dry, I'm going to go in with a bit of my dark. And I'm going to just come in. There it is. Like that. Let it go into the area it wants to go into. Don't worry about it. And then just pull that around. Like that. I don't want to take all of the color out. I want to do a bit of color washing with the brush of this marker. You can make these thick or fine tip too. I was a little hesitant. I mean, I don't know if I can get that to work, but oh boy, did we get it to work. Yeah, proof's in the pudding, right? I know, right? Who knew? And I come over like this, because hair's going to move in all directions. And I had a little spot there that didn't want to take the pen, so I thought I'd give it a little more assistance there. And then I'm going to pause the video. I'll let it dry. And we're going to finish up with a bit more highlight and retouch it with our blue. I'll be right back. Alright everyone, let's tighten this up a bit in areas with our white. Kind of blend it in. I want it painterly. I don't want it so solid like it's not the paint that I want it to be. What I mean by that is I want it to look like we actually just had fun painting it. So we're blending that into the neck. I don't want to do that there. Oh, that's looking sharp. Okay, next I want to do, I want to come up here. I'm going to go around here a little bit. Be a little careful when I do this part. I'm going to blend that fairly quickly. Not too blendy, but just enough to let us know that we do know what we're doing. So I forgot a mark here. That'll help with that. I went up a little too far, but that's what it is. That's the deal. It doesn't matter. It's just a little art tile. I mean, it doesn't need to be a masterpiece, does it? No. So around here, I'm going to come in at a little bit more of that white. I'm going to get that off, dab it off a little bit, and I'm going to just lightly go over it with a little bit of two hairs and some hair. Bob Ross in it. Okay, so I'm going to go into this dark here. I'm going to come up through here a little bit. And we're going to let that dry. We're going to go in with our yellow and we're going to have a bit more fun. Get my brush here. Make sure I'm not sticking my hand in anything. They dry fast. That's what's surprising. You don't have to wait 20 million years to get in and wait. I mean, you can just wait a few seconds and it's dry. I did that on purpose. I want to see how that yellow goes over the colors. I come in through here. Now I'm going to put those aside. I'll leave that alone. We still have to do a little bit of the unicorn horn. Deep breath runs. Here we go. I'm going to come in and just lay in little bits of highlight. Nothing too severe. Nothing too severe at all. I'm going to blend that right like that. I love how they blend though. Talk about a special special way to play. I'm not going to put any white. Gotta clean that off my marker there. In fact, what I might do, it's trying to change my marker color. That's my fault. I'm going with this brush with 2 hairs and some lightly gentle air here, and I'm just going to kind of, oh, look at that. And just add little bits here and there. And I keep playing with it. That's what I do. I fiddle until I feel that we're getting the hairstyle that we want on our horse of awesomeness. Come this way and just kind of, I've stepped away from my photograph. I want to now add my own little flavors to it, so I'm going to just keep adding that to it. I love it. Oh, talk about a beautiful way to play. And this canvas hasn't pulled away the paint at all, and I put layer upon layer, as you've seen on this. Oh, talk about beautiful joy. I highly recommend these. So I have that on. I'm going to come up here, put a bit more on. Here we go, here we go. We're going to have a little fun. Deep breath. Okay, so we're going to come right up here. I'll lay a bit of that here. And that's also what we're missing right there. I knew something didn't look right. I'm like, something doesn't look right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lightly, on just one side, come in right underneath. Yep, you're seeing it. Right like that. And I clean off my brush. Clean it up. I'm going to go in with nothing on there, and I'm just going to sweep side to side. Just like that. And blend it. Soften it. If I need to come in with a bit more color, I just pick up a little bit more color. Because the color I need to come in more with is right here. I'm thinking the horse doesn't look right yet. Something's going wrong. We're not doing our job. Oh no, Teresa. We're doing just fine. And come in and add a little bit more darkness there. And sweep that through there. Put out a bit more white. Here we go again, Teresa. Doesn't take a lot. Take a bit more white. And I'm going to just come around that side right like that. Swooshy poosh. Right there. And I'm going to fix a little here. And I'm going to sweep through there a little bit more. Oh, I like it. It's a little dangerous. We love dangerous, don't we? Oh, pretty. And don't worry, I'm going to start teaching you to draw these, so it'll be okay. In its lifetime, it'll be fine. I'll go right through there again. I'm going to come in with a bit of that blue. That's what it's missing, and I'm going to just gently blend that blue. Okay, perfect. So let this dry, so I'll be back when it dries, and we're going to use a little bit more black, and then we're going to call it a day. Be right back. Alright, let's do a little bit more tightening up. We're going to come in with the black, and we're going to finish it all up. Okay? And I come in here with a bit of more of that yellow. And here. Not going to be too fussy about it, because I'm going to change the color of the pen, and I don't want to do that. In fact, I think I'm only going to hit in this area here that I want to hit. Yep, I'm muddying the colors. Not going to deal with it. So how am I going to get that out? I'm just going to wipe it off. Wipes clean. See? Perfect. Take your black. This is going to be the fun part. So since I was naughty here, might as well just kind of come in and make sure that's pressed down. Here. So I'm going to go back over my lines that I had before I started. So we had a mark there for some hair. We had it here. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to just leave that there. So when I go around, I'm going to cut up. What are you doing? I'm going to come up. Yep, we're going to leave little bits of black showing. Because not all colors have to be there. So you're just going to kind of wiggle up and into the painting. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just enjoy yourself. Okay? That's what it's about. It's about mystery. And I'm going to have to fix that area. It's driving me nuts. I did it myself. I was being naughty. Nothing new. And just kind of let it come up in to the painting like this. And pull that down. That. So now the next step we have to do is we're going to go right underneath that yellow where we put our horn, just like that. Don't ask me why I did that. It does that. I don't know. And now what I want to do is I'm going to come in with this white just a little bit more. And I got to come with the black first. I couldn't figure out why. That just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And now it is. I'm going to take that white. I'm going to be very careful. This could be tricky. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to come in and just... That's better. See? But you mess up, you can always fix. You just have to be careful when you do it. Add a little bit more white in here. I'm going to outline it again. But I want a little bit more sharper white in here. Now that we smooth and blended. And perhaps I'll go through here and do the same thing right over that yellow. Because for some reason I'm liking this white over that yellow. The yellow looked a little harsh with the colors that we were using. I'm going to go in and just kind of mute it. See how that helps it? It didn't look like the way I wanted it to. As an artist, you fix things. If it doesn't call to your eye, you relax. And don't worry about it. So I hope that you have enjoyed this as much as I've had fun just playing with it. Yeah, see, now that's calling me. It looks so much better, so much neater. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to turn this for my hand right there. And pull up. Because sometimes if I turn it upside down, I can see where I need to add a little more highlight or darkness. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it and clean that off on my tile. And I'm going to go right here. I'm going to let it be. I'm going to take a finger. I'm going to probably just move it around with that. Okay. I clean that pen nib off from the blue and the black. All you do is just wipe it on a towel. it'll take it right off. Now I'm going to just press on there. Yep, back to the white again. Now I'm going to just take very gently, go right over that again. Don't worry, we'll be done in a minute. I'm going to go over that yellow. Take my finger. Perfect. That's what I wanted. That is what I wanted. And then come through here. Take my finger. Yep, perfect. It was looking a little too, well, not perfect, but placed. There we go. I'm going to go back into our black marker here for just a short second, and we're going to call it a day. I hope you had fun, because these pens are so versatile. I'm in love with them. I'm in love with everything. Can't help it. I love their products. And I come around the ear. Gonna let it curve in there. Tightening up our picture is always the best part. Having fun. And that flick up there. Yeah, like that. Get rid of that. That was easy. I'm going to be gentle here. Right on. And there we have it. A finished unicorn. I cannot speak enough about how these perform. You saw it yourself. They take very little effort. You do not, absolutely do not have to use any solvents with these whatsoever. I did it on my own. I wanted to blend a little bit and perform it. You do not have to use this. Just use the paint markers as they are. They perform beautifully. The lids lock right on. They have a little ball like you do with spray paint. Highly impressed with all the products that I received. Below is a link. 10%, small percentage of what you spend, very small. I get a little commission off of. No big deal. You don't have to, no pressure. Okay? So I want to thank you for joining me as we've delved into the world of beautiful products yet again. And we did a nice piece of art, which is pretty neat. Kind of fun. A little sassy. Doesn't matter. Alright? Blessed may it be in your life. Blessed may it be on your journey. Thank you for blessing me with your presence. I want you to stay classy. I want you to stay sassy. But most of all, I want you to stay you. It's most important. Much love and many hugs, and I will see you Friday for more art. Till then, take care. Bye for now.